I don't know why I'm doing this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just a little bit about me. I'm a pastor. Pastor for Great Church, actually, in Akron, Ohio. And um, yeah, I mean, I have a wife and a son. And I deal with anxiety and depression. Um, and I'm recording this, I guess, in the midst of one of those, I hate to say depressive state because it sounds so dramatic, but I need to just accept that's what it is, I guess. Um, I'm not even sure if anybody's going to watch this video. you know, um, I guess I'm doing this one for myself. Like as a person who leads. Even that sounds like I'm bragging, and I'm not. There's millions of leaders in the world. You could argue that everybody's a leader. So, but as a leader, particularly in the church, um, particularly in evangelical church, where my views on things have kind of changed, and I'm not as um, I'm not the typical evangelical. That sounds so much like a pick me girl. Like I'm not your typical girl. No, like that's probably a terrible example, but you know what I'm saying. Like I'm just not. Anyway, that's for another time, I guess. But for this, so I guess I'm doing this for myself, just so I can record some my own thoughts, especially right now because um, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed, and I have been for a long time, years even. But sometimes like overwhelmness gets eclipsed by like depression and anxiety. I feel like it's been like that for a long time, but like probably since I don't know a couple weeks ago, it's just been every day, just so overwhelming. Just like getting out of bed and um, just doing very basic tasks was just like so much. It's so much. And it's just like there's so much going on, which can be a good thing, right? I'm rambling. I'm doing this for myself because I'm overwhelmed. That's the first thing. I need to move on with that. Second of all, I'm doing this because I don't know. Maybe somebody will watch this that's like in the same boat I am, and I don't know what it is. Sometimes it's just nice to know there's other people in the boat. You're not even like you don't even have a solution. You could be lost at sea in the boat, but at least there's somebody else in the boat. So if that's you, I just want to let you know I'm in the boat with you. I don't know what you're going through. I hate when people say, "Oh, I know what you're going through." No, you don't. I don't know what you're going through. You don't know what I'm going through. We can go through very similar experiences, but we perceive it differently. So we don't know what each other is going through. That's a pet peeve of mine, I guess. But if you are watching this and you're in the boat, I am in the boat with you. I don't know what you're going through. All right, like exactly. I'm in the boat with you though. I guess that's good. So anyway, I back to this overwhelmed feeling. I feel like that being overwhelmed is just one of those like it's one of those things that everybody deals with. But like whenever your brain works in a certain way, and I guess again I hate saying this, but I guess mine does. It's like you're on the verge. Like I've said multiple times, like I'm at the end of my rope. I'm at the end of my rope. I've said that multiple times for years. And on like one in one way I feel bad for saying that because I mean, how many people are at the end of the rope? I mean, that's just in our country alone, that's the story of America, isn't it? Like we just pack ourselves so full, which is it kind of annoys me, right? It kind of makes me angry that we do that. Like we've been trained to do that. Um and like that's the way to do things. Like welcome to adulthood. You're going to feel like you're drowning every day. Here's your pills. Like and that's crappy. That's just crappy to do to people, but that's the culture we live in. So I guess we have to deal with that as it comes. Yeah. Nevertheless, I feel like I'm at the end of my rope, and I've said that multiple times for years now. And each time it feels like, and nothing against anybody who listens to me and who's around me, like in my life, my circle, and they all are like, oh, I feel for you, and that's good. Like that, I find some comfort in that, sure. Um, and again, everybody's dealing with their own stuff, so I can't expect anybody to drop everything they're doing and be like, oh, let me take care of everything for you. Plus, I don't even know what you would do. I mean, that's one thing my wife says. What can I do for you? I don't know. I have no clue. Close friends, I know they would say the same thing. If I talk to them more about what I'm going through, which I'm kind of bad about that. But yeah, just overwhelmed. Like right now, I'm sitting in my office, right? As you can tell, right? I have all this stuff around me, and I'm sitting in my office, and like, there's about a million things I do, yet I'm sitting here shooting a video because that's the only thing I can do at this moment. I just have to process things, I guess. I don't know. Even while I'm doing something else, I'm thinking about like five other things. And for a person, and I don't know if I have like ADHD or not. There's been a couple people who have it who think I might have it too. um, there's other people who are healthcare professionals who think maybe you should, like in the counseling psychology field, and like maybe you should go to a doctor about that. I don't know. I haven't yet because the healthcare system is not great. And I've tried to get an appointment with my doctor, and I can't get in until like who knows when, like 4 or 5 months from now. So at the earliest. And I've tried switching doctors, being like, well, then there's too busy. I'm gonna go to another doctor, and it's like the same story. So that's cool. Which again, for a person who feels anxious and depressed and overwhelmed and a myriad of other things, and is going to counseling for it. Cool, thanks. But again, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. I don't even know why I'm making this video. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. Um, I don't have a solution. I don't have a solution. Like, I feel like, in some of these videos, it's like one of those things where, oh, you're overwhelmed. Well, here's how I deal with it and process it, and maybe this can help. And I don't have that. I just, I'm just overwhelmed, um, and anxious and depressed. As a pastor, Sunday's always coming, which is great because I really do enjoy preaching, and I enjoy writing messages, and I enjoy spending time with people, and I enjoy all the facets of ministry. But there are times I sit at my desk right here, and I'm like, I'm paralyzed. Again, that sounds too dramatic, but I don't know what other word to use. I'm paralyzed, and the only thing I can do is like that very minuscule task. Maybe it's the whole point of this. Is this video? I've toyed around with doing this video for a long time, like doing a video like this, even perhaps starting like a vlog series. I don't know. This might be the only one I ever do. I might put it on YouTube and be like, all right, peace, and that's it. But maybe I'll keep it up. I don't know. We'll see. I just, maybe doing that one thing is good. Maybe that doing that one thing is good. Yeah. Listen, I guess if you do watch this, I just want to let you know. Again, I'm in the boat with you. If you're in this, in kind of this same state, you don't have to be a pastor, all right, to watch this or to commiserate with this. If you're a human being, man, yeah, I'm in the boat with you. Um, People of other faiths, I'm in the boat with you. All right, like I just hopefully there's a community. Maybe that's one of the points of this video. Maybe there's a community we can build and be like, yeah, yeah, we're in the same boat together. I don't know, but being overwhelmed is a beast, man. Like, let me look at my watch right now. It's basically 10:45. 10:45, and I've been working since basically 8 o'clock this morning. And I got to a point where I was like, I don't know if I can do anything else right now. Like, there's so much to do, I can't do anything else right now. which adds to being overwhelmed. Come on, man. Anyway, trying to figure out what I enjoy too. That's another thing that when I get to this point, I'm always like, maybe I should take a break, which again, being overwhelmed will stop doing things. Well, that doesn't make sense. But again, in our culture, being overwhelmed just means you do more, and that doesn't work. We've seen that repeatedly. So that's obviously not the solution. Why do we keep on doing it? We're insane. That's why. But whatever. That's cool. Um, so I figure out, or try to figure like what's the opposite of that. Well, what if I had a hobby and I don't know what my hobbies would be? I kind of enjoyed reading. I do enjoy reading, but even that I don't do a lot right now, especially in the past I don't know how many years, probably close to 10 years. There's books that are stacking up, and I'm like, oh man, I really want to read that. But then I sit down and I don't have the gumption or the drive to even pick up that book in the evenings, which is whatever, I guess. I keep saying whatever, but that's just kind of the phrase I've adapted or adopted to just kind of, I guess, not be so emotional about things. Like, whatever. Other people say it is what it is. I guess I could say that too, but whatever's one word, so just go with that. And that sounds really depressing. That's not the point of this. Regardless, overwhelmed and trying to find a hobby. And I don't know, man. I like fishing, but that requires taking some time off and going somewhere to fish and a license and baits and tackle and all that fun stuff. And I've got that, except the license right now. I haven't fished in at least a year. So I enjoy doing that. But there are other things too I've tried to figure out, like maybe coffee roasting. Again, you have to buy all that equipment for that. I just don't know. I don't know, man. Writing, I used to write a lot, or for me a lot, but haven't done that in a while. I think it's partially because I write every day basically for my job because I'm a pastor. So whether it be articles or newsletters or messages, workshops, um, other classes, things like that. Um, yeah, just trying to figure that out. So I don't know if you have any ideas. Like, hey, I don't know you at all, but you should try this hobby or you should look into this. Feel free to leave a comment below. But other than that, I'm going to sit here and try to find that one other thing to do, even though I'm overwhelmed. Maybe you can too. And if you're watching this, again, I'm in the boat with you, and I'm going to go as far as to say I'm glad I'm in the boat with you. It's a lot better to do this together than alone. So, yeah, have a seat, and I guess we'll talk to you later. See you guys.